All right, hello. We're back with the final album of this month. And by month, I mean paycheck. So, this is, I think, the most expensive record I've actually bought. It's not the most expensive I've owned, but it honestly wasn't that expensive. Mostly it was because it came from Spain. But yeah, here it is at last. This is Way Down by Robert Turman from a shop called, I think, Delia Records in Spain. And this is actually a pressing of it on vinyl that was in Spain for whatever reason. Robert Turman, I don't believe it is a Spanish man. So yeah, this was a very cool album that came out on cassette in the 80s. Kind of, I don't know what you call it, like industrial. And it has like ties to, I think, what do they call it? Hypnagogic pop or some stupid term like that. Basically, it's sort of weirdly nostalgic when you listen to it. The first time I heard this, I think I liked it, but I didn't really get too into the atmosphere, because this album's all atmosphere. So, and I think the fact that it's quite lo-fi is a massive turn off to begin with. But having it just became a bit addicting, to be honest, because I was like, oh, I would like to hear this again. I haven't really heard much, if anything, like this album. So yeah, here it is. It was going for a fairly decent price, but I thought I just have to have it. So here it is. And here's the back cover. Came in really nice condition. Can't remember what it was listed as, but it should be, a really mint condition. Came with its own plastic sleeve, and then the inner sleeve. Here we are.
I'm not quite sure how to help you with that.
Wasn't talking to you. Here it is. We got a quote from the man himself about the recordings on. And it was kind of cool that it actually says in here that both sides were sort of mixed as one song, which makes a lot of sense when you listen to it. Actually, they all like sort of flow into each other. I think this has some roots. I don't know, roots in DJ sounds like a stupid thing to say. I guess the guy was a bit of a DJ, if you wanna say that. And here's the track listing. I think the original cassette had different titles for Mind the Gap and maybe some of these songs, I'm not certain. But this is the track listing we've got here that most of us would be familiar with, because the only reason anybody would have heard of this album would be through, realistically, a person like me, it's through the charts on radio music. I'm going to be ashamed to admit it, because it enlightens me onto stuff like this, which I otherwise would have never heard. So yeah, comes on clear vinyl, which I didn't even know. A side, B side, real sharp. Honestly, I'm so glad to have this, and I'm so glad I got it here in good nick, because I've never actually bought any vinyls internationally until this one, and what a one to begin with. But as I say, this is the final one I'll be getting until I get paid again, which isn't too long from now, to be fair. So yeah, I'm just really happy to have it, because this is another one of those random ones, a bit like No Difference, right? It's sort of out of left field. There's a lot of albums I listen to that are just not very, well, they're certainly not household names. So to have some of them I can just pull up, like, oh, have you heard of this? This is Way Down by Robert Turman, and then like listen to the first 20 seconds and be like, well, what are you talking about? This sounds stupid. But I just like the fact that I'm holding it in my hands. It's not an album I've known about for that long, but I don't know. Sometimes certain albums are just attractive for whatever reason, and this is one of them. Very, very happy to have it. So yeah, I already sort of have an idea of what I'll be getting in the next month. but I will keep that to myself. So, thank you.